Hello everyone. This is Sahil here from Galvanize.
सॉन्ग कम कर ली.
So hope I'm audible to you guys. If yes, please drop a yes in the chat box. Uh, Chat box is your gold mine, guys. So please drop in a yes message if you can hear me. So Lakshita says yes, thank you. Likita says yes, thank you. Varshini says yes, thank you. Mohammed says yes. Okay, so it seems I'm audible to all. So yes, let's get started. So guys, welcome to an extraordinary session which we have today for you from Babu Nagendra, who is a top admission counselor at Galvanize and who has helped thousands of people to reach their dream admit and achieve scholarship. So scholarship, our main topic for the day, exploring various types of scholarship available for international students all over the globe. Before getting started to it, let's look about Galvanize, what Galvanize does. So Galvanize Global Education is founded by alumni of Stanford, IIM Ahmedabad, and IIT Madras. You can see our founder and CEO is from IIM Ahmedabad. Our co-founder and COO is from MS Stanford University, and Sriram Venkatraman, who is from IIT Madras. So these three guys are the backbone of the company, and you can see our academic and admission leadership team. So each and every one has undergone that study abroad process. You can see Jayanti Ramakrishnan, who has done PhD from University of Tennessee. You can see Soumya, who has done her MS from IIT Madras. You can see Rohini, who has done her MBA from University of North Texas. Today, we have our special guest, our senior admission counselor, and our country expert, Mr. Babu Nagendran, who has 10 plus years of experience in overseas education and personally help students to reach their dream universities in US, Canada, Australia, UK, Ireland, and many more countries. He has personally helped people to get scholarship from all the countries which you are able to see here. Not wasting any other further time, I'll hand over the mic to Mr. Babu.
Thank you, Sai. Good evening, all. So once again, good evening. Good evening to all of you. So the first thing that before we get into scholarships and other things, let's see like why do people actually opt to study abroad? Why not in India? One of the reasons that I had been able to get in this particular domain is since most of the students look for abroad universities is one of the reasons is because of the global exposure that the students gets an opportunity to interact with different international students. I mean, like from different countries in the class that they're going to study. And most of the universities in abroad or the universities which are going to emphasize more on practical training, and you get cutting edge technology and research experience and excellence across diversified fields, and you have plenty of job opportunities in abroad. And very important thing is end of the day you get attractive compensation, that is your pay scales. These are few of the reasons that people opt for study abroad. Okay, now which are the countries which are predominantly where your students from India or students from across the globe, or if you ask me, actually flying across. Okay, now there are different reasons that different students actually look out for different countries. If you are looking out only for the quality of education, then the first destination would be like US, followed by UK, and then followed by Canada, Singapore, Australia, and Germany. If you are looking out again for careers, then the first option would be again US, then the second option would be UK. Third option would be Canada because Canada is also known for a PR. Okay, the fourth option and fifth option would be Australia and Germany. Again, Australia is one of the PR destinations, and the last option would be Singapore in terms of careers. And when you talk about in terms of the cost that you're going to spend for your education, the first option would be Singapore because the Singapore education is quite cheaper when comparing to other countries, then followed by Germany because Germany provides you free education, especially in public universities. and then UK, then Australia, Canada, and US would be the country where you're going to spend a lot for your education. And then when you talk about the scholarship opportunities, okay, more of the scholarships, okay, then US is one particular country where it actually provides a lot many scholarship for international students, followed by UK, and then followed by Germany, Australia, Canada, and then comes Singapore. Okay, now, again, as we are discussing about education in Germany, the education is almost free in Germany, provided if one is actually looking out for public universities. Okay, US has the highest number of universities. Okay, so with some guidance, you'll be able to get a university which is, which is not very expensive for your pockets. There are universities with lower tuition fees also in US. Okay, now when we talk about the major topic for today that we are talking about is scholarship. So when we talk about scholarships available, the availability of scholarships in abroad, okay, to do your masters, I would broadly divide these scholarships into four different categories. One is university specific scholarships, which ideally means each and every university will be providing certain number of scholarship, which can be in terms of excellence scholarship or merit scholarship. Okay, and then it is called as a need-based scholarship because the university does not want to miss you. But since you are not able to spend that education, the universities abroad are ready to give that particular scholarship. And the third one would be merit-based scholarship. Again, this is the university-specific scholarship. And fourth one would be privately funded scholarships. And today we are not going to discuss much on university-specific scholarship, need-based scholarships, or a merit-based scholarship, because these are the scholarship that depends upon one's profile and the universities that you are going to apply for, because different universities has a different kinds of scholarship. So we need to understand like where are you going to apply and which are the scholarship that you will be eligible for. But privately funded scholarships are in general scholarship which is not being provided by the university. Irrespective of the university that you are going to apply, we can apply for these particular scholarships, and these are which is being funded by some big companies, or these are something which has been given by the foundations. Okay, so let's not waste our time. Let's get into this particular topic immediately. Okay, financial aid from the universities. Okay, now again, as we are talking about financial aid from universities, I would want to just take you through the glimpse of it. Like there are chances that the university can give you fellowship, university can provide you research assistantship, teaching assistantship, and some universities can also give you tuition fee waivers. Okay, and you can also do skill-based jobs to help with the living expenses, and these are like part-time jobs which you can do it on-campus jobs or off-campus jobs if it is legally permitted. Okay, and you can also reduce like earn money in terms of doing internships and cooperate, like co-ops. Okay, now let's talk about the financial aid which is being provided by external parties. Now, one of the very famous scholarship that is being available for Indian students is Shivadasani Foundation Scholarship. Okay, this scholarship has been in place. Okay, sorry. This scholarship has been in place since 1976. Shivadasani scholarship has been granted to over 480 Indian students at this point of time. 480 students has benefited from this particular scholarship to study a top-rated program either in USA, UK, and European institutions in a full-time master's, or it can be a master's in philosophy, or it can be a PhD program. Now, very important is in this particular scholarship, there is no restriction in terms of which country you are applying for. It can be any country, okay? But the important thing is it has to be a top-rated university, top-ranked university, okay? They award up to 1,000 US dollars, sorry, 1 lakh US dollars to cover your tuition fees as well as scholars' living expenses, healthcare, and one-way airfare if you have been selected for scholarship by this particular foundation. The foundation has joint scholarship arrangements with some of the colleges like Imperial College London, the Royal College of Art, the University of Cambridge, Paris, King's College London for PhD, and Harriet School, which is in Berlin. And when to apply, the deadlines for this particular scholarship would be, for this particular intake, it was between 16th of February, the application opens and it closes by 22nd March. If someone who's actually still applied for this fall 2024 and want to get the benefit of this, you can actually look for this particular scholarship and you can apply for this. Right now, the next scholarship is a Fulbright Nehru Scholarship, and this particular scholarship is being given by the US government and in association with Indian government. The Fulbright scholarship is the largest. It is the largest educational scholarship program in the world and operates between the US and more than 150 countries. And if there are any international students who are actually attending this particular webinar, I would rather suggest to look out for your countries whether this scholarship might even be available in your particular country. India has one of the largest Fulbright programs worldwide with approximately 20,000 fellowships and grants awarded to Indians and Americans to date. Okay, the primary source of funding for Fulbright programs come from the US Department of State Bureau of External and Cultural Affairs through an annual proposition by the US Congress. These fellowships are awarded for up to 2 years to pursue a master's degree at US colleges and universities. Grants benefits, if you see what are the benefits that the student is going to get in this particular scholarship, the student visa here is called as a J1 visa. Do remember F1 visa. Actually, a student visa is of two types. One is F1 visa, another one is J1 visa. If you're funding your own education by your own means, in terms of bank loan, in terms of your savings, in terms of your father sponsoring your education, then the student visa in US is called as a F1 visa. And if you have been totally been funded by external parties, then the visa is being called as a J1 support. Okay, I mean like J1 visa. Okay, this scholarship covers your round trip economic class aid travel from the fellow's home city to the host institution in US, and this covers your tuition fees, living expenses and related costs, and accidents and sickness coverage as per US government guidelines. The Fulbright fellowship provides no financial supports for dependents. If there are any dependents who are actually flying along with you, okay, then this particular scholarship does not cover your dependents. And the application deadline for this particular scholarship is 15th of May. Okay, then comes the most popular Tata scholarship. It is being given by the Tata Trust. Shortlisted master students pursuing only for these degrees, this scholarship is eligible for. Okay, it can be shortlisted. I mean, like you can actually do your MD. This is for doctors, MCH, dental, DM, MS, MDS, OT, and PT, who are currently in the second or third year of their studies. And percentage and cutoff criteria, special, if you are going to do a special education in B.Ed and M.Ed, your minimum has to be maintained a percentage of 70 to 7.5 CGPA. And if you are doing the aircraft maintenance engineering, then your percentage has to be 80%. D.Ed or B.Ed for Jammu and Kashmir and Northeast student, it has to be somewhere between 70% or a 7.5 CGPA. Medical and healthcare scholarship. And here are the few of the streams along with the percentages. Now you can see as low as 65% if you are doing your Bachelor of Homeopathy. And this application and the Tata scholarship, if you want to avail this particular scholarship, the application has to reach them before the 3 p.m. on 30th November 2023, which means ideally now it has been closed. Now one cannot apply for this particular scholarship. Then the other scholarship is Richie Jennings Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established in 1992 to provide opportunity for students who have demonstrated achievement in fraud-related studies. Now, nowadays, you might have heard about many people talking about fraud or some fake apps where they're actually stealing out your hard-earned monies. And this scholarship concentrate on something related to fraud-related studies. Now, how to apply for this scholarship? The scholarship application period for 2025 academic year is closed as of now, and application for 2025 academic year for next year it opens by September and be available. The dates should be available on their website. Eligible students can complete the online application here when it opens. Okay, the current schedule was like this. It opened on 18th September 2023, and the deadline was 5th February 2024. The results will be announced by April 19th of April, and the awards should be distributed by 4th of May. Right? The other scholarship comes National Overseas Scholarship NOS scheme for SC/ST candidates, and this is being given by the Indian government. Okay, the central sector scheme of National Overseas Scholarship is to facilitate the low-income students belonging to scheduled caste, denotified, nomadic and semi-nomadic tribes, landless agricultural laborers, and traditional artisans category to obtain higher education, that is, master's degree or a PhD courses by studying abroad, thereby improving their academic, economic, and social status. 30% of the awards for each year are earmarked for women candidates. Do remember, this particular scholarship has a percentage of the quota for female candidates also. Okay, and if you want to be eligible for this particular scholarship, you need to get an unconditional offer letter only from the top 50, top 500 ranked foreign universities as per the latest US ranking. Okay, and the age should not be less than 35 years as on the first day of April of that particular selection year. And the family's total income should not be more than 80 lakhs per annum in the preceding financial year. That means our last year, your annual IT return should not exceed more than 8 lakhs. The selection period would be April to March of each year. That is for almost like April to March of each year. The portal shall be open for calling all applications for the first round from mid of February for a period of 45 days before the selection of each year. Okay, then comes a very famous Stanford Reliance Dhirubhai MBA fellowship, and this scholarship is being given only for Indian students who got admitted into Stanford University to do their MBA courses. This is not for their master's courses. Stanford Reliance Dhirubhai MBA fellowship provides financial support up to only 5 Indian students each year who commit themselves in terms of returning back to India, okay, post their MBA. Reliance Dhirubhai fellows will receive full tuition support for the 2 years to do their MBA program from Stanford University. Fellows must agree to return and work in India within the next 2 years of graduation. Okay, prospective fellows can find details about this it is a 2-stage application process. Okay, one stage is you have to apply. Applicants can complete the Stanford Reliance Dhirubhai MBA fellowship program between now and June 21st. 50 finalists will be selected by mid-July based on the merit commitment to developing India. In this second stage, those finalists will have to go to complete the Stanford application for the Stanford MBA program by 2nd October. Okay, the Reliance Dhirubhai Fellowship will receive tuition support and course-related fees an estimated of $1,40,000 total value per fellowship for the 2-year program. Funding is automatically renewed for the 2nd year if the student maintains good academic standing and community citizenship at Stanford GSB. Okay, then comes Mahindra Scholarship, which has been provided by KC Mahindra Education Trust, has granted interest-free loans or scholarships to deserving students to pursue post-study graduates, pro-study abroad in various fields. Every year, they offer scholarships as given below. A maximum of rupees 10 lakh per scholar awarded to the top 3 KC Mahindra fellowships. A maximum of rupees 5 lakh per scholar awarded to the remaining successful applicants. Eligibility criteria: applicants must possess a first-class degree or an equivalent diploma of similar standard from a recognized university. Applicants must be the Indian citizens who have secured admission or have applied for admission in reputable foreign universities for courses commencing from August 2024, but not later than February 2025. Applications are now open for the academic year 2024. Students who have not got any scholarship can still explore this particular scholarship. Okay, students going to abroad for undergrad seminars and conferences are not eligible for this particular scholarship, and the deadline is 30th of March. In case if you want Mahindra Education Trust to consider your profile for this scholarship, you need to apply before 31st of March this year. Right? Then the other fellowship, the other scholarship comes Humpere Fellowship, a Fulbright exchange program. Again, this has been one of the famous scholarship which has been given by the Fulbright. okay, was founded in 1978 to honor the late Senator and Vice President Hubert M. Humphrey, welcoming 27 mid-career professionals from 24 countries to 11 US universities. Do remember, these scholarships are limited to only 27 mid-career professionals, and these scholarships are only available for the students who are going to only 11 US universities. In addition to general prerequisites, the applicants must have a PhD or a doctorate degree. Within the past 4 years, they must have obtained a PhD degree between 15th July 2020 and 14th July 2024. The applicant is required to upload the PhD or DM degree certificate provisionally on the online application, and the deadline for this particular scholarship would be 15th of July. Then comes again one of the most famous scholarship called as the Mahatma Gandhi Scholarship, which is an initiative of the Pyramid Foundation. This platform was established in the year 2008 to motivate young students of India who are the nation's future. The fellowship relies on the great Mahatma Gandhiji's belief: be the change you wish to see in this world. The eligibility criteria for this scholarship is as per the points mentioned below. The candidate must be in the age group of between 18 to 26, and he should be an unmarried. Okay, they must be the achievers in academics and extracurricular activities such as NCC, NSS, sports, voluntary work, debate, performing arts, literature, etc. The candidate must be sensitive and responsible towards the critical issues that are prevailing in the nation. The last day to apply for this particular scholarship is 31st of March 2023, which ideally means this deadline has gone right now. Okay, the other scholarship is You Are Welcome Here scholarship. Okay, participating colleges and universities will each offer 2 annual renewable scholarship that covers a minimum of 50% tuition fees to the selected international undergraduates dedicated to furthering the You Are Welcome Here message. International applicants is an individual students or individuals who does not hold citizenship in a country or outside the US and who does not possess US citizenship or a permanent residency. Applicant must complete the application form, and they need to provide an essay which is in between 500 to 1000 words, and you also need to upload a 2 to 5 minutes video answering the following prompt. The prompt is: tell us about your leadership skills in your school or community and how you plan to continue applying your leadership skills at the US institution that you are applying to. The timeline to apply for this particular scholarship is 1st of January 2024. Colleges and universities should confirm their participation in the academic year scholarship campaign with NAFSA by submitting the signed up form. Then comes the other scholarship called as AAUW scholarship, and this scholarship is especially for women. Okay, the funding would be somewhere in the range of between 20,000 US dollars to 50,000 US dollars. The application opens every year between 1st of August and closes by 15th of November every year. As I told you, this particular scholarship is only for women pursuing full-time graduate or postgraduate studies in United States who are not the citizens of US or a permanent residents of US who intend to return to their home country to pursue a professional career. A limited number of hours are available for study outside of US, excluding the applicant's home country, to women who are a member of Graduate Women International. And these scholarships are into existence from since 1970. And one of the very famous UK scholarship called as Chevening Scholarship. Okay, UK government provides this particular scholarship. Applications for fully funded Chevening Scholarship for 1 year master's degree at universities are now closed. It's not now open. We encourage you to apply if you meet their minimum eligibility criteria and other requirements: your gender, age, there is no upper limit of age, sexual orientation, religion, marriage, or parenthood status. You have to look into all these particular things in order to understand whether you are eligible for these particular scholarships or not. Okay, and you basically need to be in a position to explore or demonstrate to the Chevening government or the Chevening group that you are going to excel in the intensive master's course in UK and you have a clear vision for your future. Applications ideally opens by 12th of September. The deadline would be by 7th of November as per UK time. Then the other scholarship is Commonwealth Professional Fellowships. Commonwealth Professional Fellowships are for mid-career professionals from low and middle-income countries to spend a period of time at a UK host organization working in the sector for a program of professional development. Purpose of this particular scholarship is to provide professionals with the opportunity to enhance knowledge and skills in their given sector and to have a catalyst effects on their workplaces. Intended beneficiaries are mid-career professionals with minimum 5 years relevant work experience working in development-related organizations in low and middle-income Commonwealth countries. Okay, now the other scholarship is Felix scholarship, which is being given for the students who are going to study in 3 different UK universities. One is the University of Oxford, the other one would be the University of Reading, the third one is the School of Oriental and African Studies. Okay, the primary object of Felix scholarship is to stimulate the Felix scholars by exposing them to academic study, cultures, and experiences and friendship that would not otherwise have had the chance to sample. The scholarship, as I told you, has been given only for 3 participating universities. The closing date for the receipt of Felix scholarship application forms are as follow below. For Oxford, it is between December and Jan. For Reading University, it was by 30th of January. And for the School of Oriental and African Studies, it was 31st of January 2022. Okay, then let's also explore what are the scholarships available if I'm going to study in Scotland. Okay, Scotland's Shelter Scholarship, which is very, very famous in Scotland. So, are an incredible opportunity to study in a country with world-leading universities and a long tradition of academic excellence. Okay, and here the scholarship has been who aspire to become influential leaders in their future career. The scholarships has been given for the people, or the people who have been considered for this particular scholarship are the one who aspire to become the influential leaders in their future careers. Scholarships are available for the citizens of the following countries: Canada, China, including Hong Kong, India, Japan, Pakistan, and the USA. Funding benefits of Salter Scholarship. This scholarship is being awarded for 50 scholars every year, each worth 8,000 euros towards tuition fees for 1 year of full-time study of their postgraduate masters from any of the Scotland's higher education institutes. As one of the Salter scholars, you will act as an ambassador not only for the Salter scholarship but also for Scotland. Any additional cost and expenses, the student should be in a position to meet that particular expenses, and it is their responsibility. And the deadline for this particular scholarship is 30th of July 2024. Now, if you're planning to study in France, France also provides a particular scholarship which is very famous called as France Excellence Chapac. Okay, the scholarship is designed for 1 or 2 years of studies in France at a master's level degree for all the streams and all the fields of study. Okay, now why do we say 1 or 2 years program, 2 years here in the sense, and because most of the France universities provide 1 year masters, there are universities which also provide 2 year masters. So we are not aware like what is the program duration that you are going to apply for. Okay, so that is the reason that it has been mentioned like 1 to 2 years of your studies. Now, what are the benefits that the scholar here is going to get in the sense? They will be able to get monthly living expenses of 860 euros. You will get your student visa fee waiver, then which is in the form of fee waiver or reimbursement. You will also get a social security, accommodation assistance, priority access to glucose residence subject to availability. And the timeline would be opening of the call for applications would be 22nd December. Deadline for the recipients of applications would be 20th of March. That means you still can apply for this particular scholarship if you are planning for fall 2024 for France. And the results will be declared by the month of April. Okay, Now, the other scholarship that has been provided is Great Scholarships in UK. This is a British Council scholarship. The British Council of India has launched a new scholarship which is known as a Great Scholarship India. Under this scholarship, the BCI will provide a lot of rewards to the students who are available at the various colleges present in the region. The availability of English of the students should be required as per the requirement of the individual institutes. There are almost 103 scholarships that will scholars that will provide benefits to the students. The list of universities under this particular scholarship India is as follows: Imperial College London, Newcastle University, University of Nottingham, Sheffield Hallam University, University of Bath, University of East Anglia, Robert Gordon University, University of Kent, University of Warwick. If you have applied for any of these universities and if you have been able to secure an admission and if you have not got a scholarship, you can still apply for Great Scholarship India. Then the other scholarship would be Aga Khan Foundation Scholarship, which is a very famous scholarship. Okay, the Aga Khan Foundation International Scholarship, AKF ISP, is an opportunity for outstanding scholars from selected countries who have no other means of financing their studies to pursue postgraduate education. This scholarship has been established in 1969 by His Highness the Aga Khan. Okay, and it has supported so far more than 1,000 students. Okay, and the applications for 2024 and 2025 award will open early January and closes by 31st of March 2024. Eligibility: to be eligible for this scholarship, you must have excellent academic record, construct a thoughtful, reliable, multi-source funding plan, be admitted to a reputable postgraduate institutions. If you guys have actually attended any of my webinars, I would have told you guys to apply as early as possible. One of the reasons because is you see the deadlines of this scholarship. So all these scholarship says you need to secure an admit and then apply. And if you're not applying as early as August or September or October, you don't get your admits by early January or February or March. Then we don't get this particular admits within this particular time frame. I hope now you understand you're missing out on lot many scholarships which are available. Okay, so that's the reason that when you actually talk to any professional guys who have been in this particular industry, they will all urge you to apply early. One of the reasons because is they would have a clear path, like how do I handle my student from A to Z? How do I help my student to reduce their education cost? How do I help my student planning their finances? So this is an advantage apart from showing your commitment to the university by applying early, showing your motivation to the university by applying early. This is one of the reasons that we can actually apply. We can do a lot of research, like which are the external scholarships that are available for me that I can apply for. Okay, then comes if you're planning to study in Ireland, you do have a scholarship which is being provided by the government of Ireland. The Higher Education Authority is pleased to issue the 2022. This was a call taken in the year 2022 under the government of Ireland International Education Scholarship Program, where the 60 students are going to get funded for their studies, either irrespective whether they're going to study bachelor's, master's, or a PhD levels. To successful students, okay, this offer is open to students from non-European countries as well as from European countries. Students who are successful will receive a stipend for 1 year, which is like 10,000 euros per year. Okay, a full tuition fee waiver, okay, and other registration costs at a higher education institute which is being located in Ireland. Applications can be submitted via the online portal. The deadline for submission of this particular application would be 5 p.m. Irish time, 25th March. That means you still have time if you have actually applied for this particular intake. Now, if you're planning for Netherlands, again, Netherlands also provides you a scholarship which is called as Netherlands Scholarship. Formerly, it was known as Holland Scholarship, which is meant for international students from outside the European economy area. That means this scholarship is not available for European students. This scholarship is available for non-European students. This scholarship is financed by the Dutch Ministry of Education, Culture and Science, as well as several Dutch research universities and universities of applied sciences. The scholar will receive an amount of 5,000 euros. You will receive this amount in the first year of your studies. Please note that this is not a full tuition fees scholarship. The list of participating universities changes every year. So you need to see which are the universities which are participating for under Netherlands scholarship. Okay. For the academic year 2025, it is now open. Please check the website and the institution that you wanted to apply for. Also look for the deadlines. Okay. Then if you're planning to study in Canada, okay, again, Canada also provide something called Ontario Graduate Scholarship. Okay, students who wanted to do their master's study and doctoral program, that is PhD program, these are merit-based scholarships, and this is not for postgraduate diploma students, and these are not for bachelor students. Awards are available to graduates, students of all disciplines of academic, but they have to be studying in a participating schools in Ontario. Each award is jointly funded by the province of Ontario. 2/3 of this fund has been coming from province of Ontario, and the school will be offering 1/3 of it. Okay, Ontario scholarship are based on the number of terms of your consecutive studies within an academic year. If it is 2 consecutive terms per academic year, you will receive 10,000 Canadian dollars. And if it is 3 consecutive terms, then you will receive 15,000 Canadian dollars as a scholarship. Okay. And the minimum for this, it has to be 1 academic year, and maximum can be 2 years, not more than 2 years. Okay. Now, so far, whatever we have discussed, any doubts? If you have any doubts, any QAs, question and answers, I'm ready to take your questions here. You can put your questions on your chat box. Okay, now we discussed about the scholarships. Okay, now let us also see, like, no, when the universities and when these kind of, I mean, like, private parties are ready to give scholarship, what is that they are looking out, and how difficult or how easy it is, okay, to get these scholarships or to get these admits. So I would like to show you something that I've been able to get in my last 10 years with my research that I have been doing on universities and the admissions abroad. And I wanted to give you the statistics of the universities when they are actually selecting students. Okay. So let's see admission statistics of universities. So for example, if I'm talking about University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, one of the top ranked universities, no doubt about it. Okay, but not like Stanford or a Caltech or a MIT. Okay, not like Georgia Institute of Technology. Now, if we see, this says very clearly, okay, they receive 15,000 applications to do masters in their particular college. And now you can see to the right of this particular slide, okay, they only take 3,756 students, right? I hope you are getting my point. There is 15,000 students applying for these universities, and only 3,075 students are getting enrolled. And in that, okay, you have male quota as well as your female quota. And in that, they wanted a diversification. When I say diversification, these are not the students only from India. These are not the students only from Asian continent. Okay, they get these 3,756 students as being admitted across the globe. That is the competition. That is the level of research that you guys have to look into the data when we are actually doing the application process. Okay, now let us see the statistics of an average universities. Today specifically, I've taken very average universities, or say not that great universities. The reason because when we take bigger universities like Stanford, Caltech, MIT, or you talk about universities like UCLA, UCB, okay, people say like, okay, these guys are only showing the bigger universities and these guys are only trying to scare. But this is not we are not trying to scare you guys. Okay, please understand, buddies. Okay, we are only trying to open your eyes, like stating like, hey, do not go by what other people are telling you. Okay, go by the university statistics. Now you can see University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Not that great university, but a decent university to do your master's. After you do your master's, yes, you'll be able to find admissions also. Now, can you see here what is the kind of students who are actually getting admitted here? These people have not actually given any kind of number of applications or how many students that they take, but they are talking about when the students have been admitted, they are with an average of 3.54 in GPAs. Because US convert all your percentages and your 10 scale GPAs to a 4 scale GPA. Now the big myth or a big eye-opening question, or you say the topic right now we are going to discuss is, people are saying that GRE is not required, GRE is not required, but see here, the university, they themselves are giving in their website, when we are saying that we do not want GRE or GRE is not mandatory, but when the students are applying, that is also a factor which actually makes us to consider GRE. Now they say the students who have been admitted, okay, their verbal score was 159 and their con score was 158. Now assume that you are applying for this particular university without a GRE, the admission chances reduces. Right? These are not saying like, okay, 159 and 158 is not a big score. It is like, say, 317. Right? 317 on an average of 315 to 315 in GRE. Okay, but they're saying like when the students are applying, how can I ignore? When the student has shown extra commitment to come and study to my university, why should I not look GRE as one of the deciding parameter for my university to get an admit? So this is what we are trying to tell you guys, do not go with blindfold. Open your eyes, look around and then strategize your admission process. Okay, so you, after this session, okay, we are also ready to look into your profile and tell you where exactly do you stand in this particular journey, which is actually $100 worth, but we are doing it free of cost as of now today, which is called as a profile evaluation. Okay, my colleague would have actually dropped the link in the chat box. You can fill your particular profile and get your profile accessed by or evaluated by one of the experts from our particular company, and you will be able to know where exactly do you stand in this particular journey. Okay, the other university that we are going to see is, okay, again, University of California, San Diego. All the campuses here are very good. Okay, now you can see, if you see Jacob School of Engineering, because I believe that most of the students who are here are engineering students. Okay, and if you see computer science for engineering, totally they are saying like they receive 7,000 applications. Out of 7,000 applications, they give admits to 2,500, which is at the ratio of 34% acceptance percentage. And out of this 2,500 students, only 884 students actually go and join this university. Right? So you can see for some of the program, the acceptance percentage is as low as 17%. Where is 7,000 applications coming down, and where is 2,500 admits they are rolling out? Okay, then we also see the statistics of University of Maryland College Park. Now you can see total applications received by this particular university is 11,904 applications, guys. And in that, they roll out 4,152 admits. And out of this 4,152 admits, only 1,299 students gets enrolled, and the acceptance percentage is 10.91%. Can you imagine this? Have you ever looked into these numbers any time? Okay, now let us also see as an organization. So I'm talking about so many things about scholarship. So now your question would be, have you really helped anyone to get this scholarship? So let me also show you some proofs that we have helped our students to get scholarships. Okay, here we go. Now you can see Shabi S from Bangalore, who went to Canada, is not with a very high GPA. This is a minimum GPA if you are looking out to study abroad, which is 6.3%, but he has gotten scholarship of 1 lakh Canadian dollars research assistantship from University of level. Okay, now you can imagine what kind of applications that my team of experts would have been able to put across. You can imagine no doubt, he has given us some valid proofs that we can actually vouch out his application in front of the University Admissions Committee with his GRE score of 323 and a work experience of 4 years. But again, Canada is not only a country, okay, which actually looks into holistic admission, because Canada majorly looks into academics and then they look into a holistic. Now, 6.3 CGPA guy has been able to get a research assistantship of 1 lakh Canadian dollars. Imagine the way that my editors, the way that their counselor, okay, the expert who was handling this entire journey, how do they strategize the application and what kind of essays they would have been able to bring out for this particular student to offset this low GPA and to show that he is a very strong candidature for that particular university. Okay, let's meet Ashmita Rani from Odisha. Again, not a very high CGPA, because for me a CGPA is, which is ideally like 9 and above, which is less than 9, 8.67 CGPA, and that too again one of the toppest university, which is Purdue University, and she has been able to get a research assistantship, which is of $62,000 per year, which includes tuition fee waiver also. Right, guys? Then also meet Mr. Ananta Padmanabham Ramesh, who is from Kerala, who is from IIT Tirupati, who went to study under University of Illinois Chicago. He got a teaching assistantship of 48,819 US dollars, and look at his GRE score. Not a very big GRE score or not a great GRE score, only 305 GRE score. Right? Now meet Miss Priyanka from Mumbai, who went to Imperial College London, who has got 55,000 Great Britain pounds as a scholarship or as a fellowship, okay, with a GRE score of 312. Meet Miss Neha from New Delhi, okay, who went to study again to University of California, Riverside. Now see, the very interesting point in this is, for a Riverside with 289, you don't even get an admit. With a GRE score of 289, CGPA 8.46, you don't even get an admit. But look at the quality of work that my team has been able to do for this particular student to get $12,000 as a fellowship. Okay, now again, Mr. Rishikesh, a GRE score of 307. Can you imagine an admit from Carnegie Mellon with 307? Okay, now on top of an admit, he also got a scholarship of $24,000, and he is from BTech Architecture and went to an electrical engineering, which ideally means a career shift, right? Meet Miss Simran, okay, who is from Amity University, who went to Boston University, okay, with a scholarship of $15,000. Mr. Patna, recent admit from NYU, again a very good university. Again, a CGPA of not that great CGPA, not that great GRE score, but able to secure a scholarship of $14,000, guys. Okay, then again, not that great CGPA from SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Katangattur. Okay, New York University, not that CGPA, not that great GRE. Okay, 7 CGPA, 299. Getting an admit from New York University itself is a dream come true, but my team has been able to get a scholarship of $10,000 for this particular student. Okay, then meet Mr. Atharva, okay, who is from IIT Vellore, who got into Monash University, one of the group of 8 universities in Australia, with a CGPA, with a scholarship of 10,000 Australian dollars. Okay, now Galvanize Global, how does Galvanize Global assist you in the entire study abroad journey? How do we help you? How do we make your dreams come true? Galvanize Global Education is basically a end-to-end personalized. We provide end-to-end personalized solutions for our students and working professionals who are aspiring to pursue their master's degree from abroad. We help you in terms of preparing for your GRE, IELTS and TOEFL. We help you with our expert-led admission counseling for both for all kind of programs like masters, bachelors and PhDs as well as MBAs. We also provide you value-added services in terms of helping you with educational loans, accommodations, courier services, forex, money transfer, insurance and many more. Okay, as we said, it is a company which has been founded and managed by the alumni of Stanford, IIT Madras, as well as IIM Ahmedabad. Okay, we get students from 65 different countries, and these are the countries which have been located, like mentioned as per alphabetical order. And so far, we have been able to place students across 1,000+ universities, and these 1,000+ universities belongs to 18+ countries. Name any country in the globe where the students are actually looking out to go and study abroad. We have one other student placed in that particular country, and the universities belonging to that particular country. Okay, and these are few of the universities where we have been placed our students, and these universities have been mentioned as per the alphabetical order. You can see some of the Ivy League colleges also we are looking at in US, like Columbia University. Okay, right? So, and these are few of the specializations that my team has been able to get admits for the students who wanted to go and study abroad. Okay, and these are few of the top-notch admits that we got across the globe. Okay, we have student who got admitted from University of California, Berkeley with a CGPA of 8.99, right? And Georgia Institute of Technology, one of the best university in US with a very low acceptance score. Okay, then we have again New York University with a GRE score of 318, but with a CGPA of 8.74. We have an admit for University of Texas Austin, which is for business analytics, and that with a GRE score of 3.16 and CGPA less than 8 again. Okay, meet Miss Aishwarya Magesh from Chennai, who got an admit from John Hopkins University for biotechnology and like any program in John Hopkins University related to health is one of the best programs. Best universities to do a program from John Hopkins University. Okay, and we have again a Dartmouth admit with a GRE score of 305. And then we have Duke University admit with a GRE score of 305. Again, a CGPA which is 8.25. Okay, Columbia University, and can you believe that Ivy League University with a CGPA of 78.84 and with a GRE score of 314. Okay, then UIUC with a GRE score of 297, guys. So now, if you look at GRE coaching or you are looking out for your TOEFL coaching, we have different packages. We have packages starting from 9,000 rupees and goes up to 20,000 rupees, and we have different durations for that. And the same thing goes with your TOEFL or IELTS. Okay, my colleague would have shared the profile evaluation link in the chat box. Please fill out your profile evaluation link, fill out that particular link. Our experts will get in touch with you and suggest you which GRE plan will be good for you and which GRE plan, why that plan, and where do you stand in the entire study abroad journey. Okay, why and what are our futures? If we say we provide personalized study plan. We don't believe in terms of equating every student study like all students are same. So the plan has to be same for each and every student, because every student has the strength and weakness as per them. Okay, every student is unique in his own way. So we provide a personalized study plan for them, and you can interact with the expert n number of times. There is no limited there is nothing like you cannot reach out to expert only for certain limited number of time. You can interact with the expert n number of time. We do in-depth analytics and we provide feedbacks to you. And for essay scoring, we have a personalized session for that. You get practice sessions and we provide you full-length practice mock tests, which are equivalent to your actual GRE test. Okay, now benefits. Our test patterns are updated. We are most affordable. Okay, we provide complete solutions, know where to stand, easy way of learning, and as I told you, experts guidance. Okay, it complete end-to-end solutions for admission counseling. Okay, we onboard, we ask you to fill out a profile evaluation link, okay, based upon the student profile form, and then we do a profile evaluation, and then we do the university shortlisting. Parallelly, we work on your resume, SOPs, and your LORs, and then they help you with in terms of financing your education. We help you with your visa in terms of checklist, providing the checklist of document, what funds are acceptable, what funds are not acceptable, and we also help you with the mock interview preparation, and then we provide pre-departure information for you guys. Okay, this is the link, guys. If you have not filled out the profile evaluation link so far, please go ahead and fill this profile evaluation link and get your profile evaluated by one of the experts. Okay, you don't have to believe whatever I've showed so far and whatever I'm talking right now. Quora is a third-party platform. You can visit Quora platform and you can see the reviews, what customers have actually given to us, or you can see where customers has rated to us. Okay, so any question and answers, I'm ready for your questions now. Any questions? I'm ready to answer your questions. Yes, Australia do have different scholarship, but it is not like external parties, because each and every Australian university provides different types of scholarships. That's the reason that I've not covered here. So, for example, when you are applying for Australia, then we can do a research like which university is providing what kind of scholarship. Because in Australia, what happens, you have different types of scholarship from a single university. You have something called as a Dean scholarship, you have merit-based scholarship, you have excellence scholarship. So we need to identify which will be the well-fitted scholarship for you, and then we need to apply for it. I hope I answered your question, Tina. Any other questions, guys? Yes, for Norway also we do have scholarships. Okay, you can, for the profile evaluation link has been shared. Mr. Nelian, if I have rightly got your name, you can get your profile. I mean, like, you can fill out the profile evaluation link, and I can tell you about the Norway scholarships also. Because in 1 hour, I've taken only the content, how much I can cover. Because if I talk about all the countries where students are actually going for abroad, then this 1 hour session becomes like a 3 hours movie, okay, where students might be interested or students may not be interested. Because when I talk about country by country, if you are not looking out for that particular country, okay, then the session becomes boring for you. Lakshita, basically, see, work experience is not required to get your master's done. Okay, work experience is only required if you are planning to do your MBA. And also MBA does not, MBA is not immediately after you do your second year, 2 years of work ex or 3 years of work ex. The purpose of an MBA is, I've been working for 4 years or 5 years, I'm not getting my career growth. Okay, that is where the first reason that I take an MBA course to kickstart my career. The second reason that why people to do the MBA course is, I am working on particular domain. I am not interested in this particular domain. I wanted to shift my domain. That's where again people actually go for an MBA program. Okay, so work experience is not required. You can definitely go and apply for your master's. All you need to do is, since you are currently in second year, take a proper guidance. Okay, work on your profile, make your profile. Okay, make your profile beautiful. Okay, so that your profile gets evaluated. Okay, and then you can actually apply for the universities. As I told you, get your profile evaluation link filled out, and my experts will come on a call with you and they will help you. Gap years affect my master's 3 to 4 years after my BTech. Yes, provided if you are not able to justify. If you are able to justify with the documentary proof, then there is no challenge on that. Okay, guys, there is a profile evaluation link. Okay, please fill out your profile evaluation links and get your profiles evaluated. by the experts. We will let you know. We'll answer all your questions. Worry on that. Okay. Thank you for the session. Thanks for the attendance. Okay. Have a good day. Bye bye.